Awesome.
So let's light this firecracker. Ready?
Yeah, ready.
So I'm here today with Andrew Contreras. He Red Hot Marketing, as you see from his shirt. Andrew is partners with Julian. Andrew and Julian, I would say, are some of the most creative copywriters in the entire industry. And anyone who's ever launched a successful offer knows that copy is the key to building anything that's sustainable. And these guys are two of the best at what they do. It's just phenomenal what they've built. So Andrew, if you would, tell us a bit about yourself and what you do.
Thanks for the kind words, Matt. As you said, I'm partners with Julian, and we run a company called Red Hot Marketing. We focus on hard-hitting copy that's really timely with what's going on in the world and connecting with offers that make money. And we built a team around that, not only a creative team, but a tech team and all these other teams to support that. Checkout Champ has played a pivotal role in helping us take our best ideas to market and really scale and have a business that's sustainable.
Fantastic. So let's talk a little bit about the company and the products that you sell. I don't want to reveal too much, but tell us a couple of the last successful offers, just a little bit about them and why you found success in selling.
Yeah, that's a really good question. We sell health supplements and information products. I'll talk about the information stuff because it's a lot more fun, especially with markets like survival, with a lot of stuff going on in the world today. You turn on the news and there's some sort of crisis that's happening, and to be able to kind of tap into that zeitgeist and pull that stuff and create a narrative and attach it to some sort of information product, we just love doing that. One of the most recent ones we did was called Dark Age Defense, and that's about the power grid in the United States and how fragile it is and what people can do to diversify their energy sources and to become more self-reliant. We've done other ones in the health market, information market, and one of those offers is called the Exodus Effect, how cannabis is the long-lost ingredient to holy anointed oil. That's done very well. It's been around for probably 4 years now, and it's still kicking. And then on the supplement side, we've partnered with doctors to create formulas and tell a story about those products and the doctor's story. And we've done it with prostate, we've done it with energy supplements, and now we're working on a vision supplement. So a lot of exciting projects. We're doubling down on health and survival as our main categories.
How long have you guys been in business?
Julian's been in business since 2007. We met when I was a freelance copywriter back in 2017. I had my company and he had his company, and around 2019, we decided to merge. So Red Hot as an entity has been around probably since 2018, but our roots go further back.
In all that time, what is the biggest lesson that you've learned about running your own online business over that many years?
I think it's always to be in tune with what's going on. Listen and be humble, because things change fast in the world of online marketing. What worked a year ago, 2 years ago, may not work tomorrow. I think that's the biggest lesson, is just be nimble and be able to adjust our strategy on the fly.
So I've been doing this a long time myself, and a couple of things that I've always learned is once you have the product, the first thing you focus on is driving customers. The second thing you focus on is monetization. Is there anything you guys look at? The first part in driving customers and making sure that you're getting quality eyeballs, and two, how do you go about building out the maximized optimization funnel in the back?
We're copywriters, so we approach it with the idea. What's the concept or the big idea around a promotion or funnel? We stress test that idea amongst ourselves and maybe some peers. And if we think it's a good hunch, we'll go out on a limb and write an offer. So we focus on the idea and crafting it, making sure it's tuned with what's going on in the world, and that there's an actual viable market there, right? Because it's got to be in one of these proven markets: financial, health, survival, weight loss is a big one. So picking the market is probably the first step, and having the idea that is in tune with what's going on in the world. And then assuming that we've done a good job at building that offer, or at least the front end part of it, it still doesn't guarantee that you're going to make money. You can spend $1 million in ads and make $0 or break even or lose a little money. Nowadays, you have to have a back end. So we focus on ideas that we can actually find higher price back end. So for Dark Age Defense, for example, it's about energy independence, but The back-end offer that we found to be very useful in helping monetize that a customer is a solar power generator. We got to make sure that the idea on the front end is extremely congruent with the back-end offer. It's got to have the same language. It's got to have some of the same concepts. That's pretty much it. Congruency, a viable market, a good idea, and then a back-end product that has a high price that can help monetize your customer acquisition costs.
Yeah, and that you bring up, I mean, just the simplest of points. You're not going to take that dark age defense and sell a diet pill or a toaster as your upsell, right? You have to have something that is specific to that offer. We'll get to some of the back end stuff that we talked about a little bit further on here, but why did you decide to use Checkout Champ all those years ago when you guys came on board? I know originally you were with Connective.
Yeah.
Us moved over to the Checkout Champ platform.
It's because primarily it's got incredible features for upsells and different customer journeys that can help us monetize on the acquisition, right? There's a lot of tools out there fall short in that area, but Checkout Champ has been really amazing at doing that. I mean, our CTO sings praises about it all the time. It's been absolutely crucial for our ability to show upsells and build out different scenarios and connect it to our back-end products that give us the optimal approach at monetizing our media buys, right? There's tons of integrations. It really works with a lot of other tools that we use. Those are the main reasons. Also incredible support. The support that we get is fast, is reliable, and has helped us tremendously over the years.
Have you tried any other products other than the CRM?
One thing that it's in business, and I think you can attest to this, Matt, in business, you want to have redundancies in place, right? And we try to do that with everything, with our email service provider. Okay, let's have two just in case one goes down, or even with personnel, right? We've tried that with the CRM, with Checkout Champ, and we have not been successful because nothing really stacks up against it, right? Anytime we try to test something against it, it'll bomb in conversions, or we won't make as much money. So it becomes more of a risk to use even another CRM as a backup.
You were mentioning last time we spoke that there were 3 major things that you guys absolutely love about the platform. You hit the nail on the head with one of them. You said integrations.
You could argue that number one is having a lot of flexibility to do a lot of upsells or easily set up upsells for fast testing to get a higher AOV, right? That's probably number one. The number two, tons of integrations. And then the other one was a little bit nerdy it came from my CTO, and I asked him that question. He said, quote, intuitive object relationships and data structures. So I'm going to try to translate that to normal person speak. It's easy to work with the data and integrating it to whatever systems you got.
Perfect. You had mentioned something about the account management team. So it sounds like you guys love your account manager. You love the level of support that we provide.
I love it. It's almost like concierge to be able to call them up and or send them an email and be like, hey, we want to do this, and we'll get that feedback and support, giving us ideas on what we want to try with our funnels.
Great. Would you recommend Checkout Champ to other e-com and online store owners?
Absolutely. If you're not using Checkout Champ, from what I've seen, you're probably leaving a lot of money on the table, whether it's in lost conversion or AOV potential, or just the ability to act quickly in this dynamic world we live in. That's a competitive advantage, to be able to have easy integrations, easy upsells, and plays easy with your developer team if you've got one. Those things are advantages that help execute quickly.
I know that you said you're not in Checkout Champ all the time. You're more focused on the marketing side of this, but do you have any suggestions on how we could improve Checkout Champ?
I know there's things that you're already aware of, integrating with media buys and pulling all that data into one place and showing ROI. That would be very powerful. And I know that's already in your radar and you're already making moves to explore that. And that's the only thing that comes to my mind from my perspective as someone who's trying to run the business, make sure we're being judicious with our media buys. That would be a very cool feature.
Great. Well, Andrew, quick and painless. I told you it'd be easy. I appreciate you doing this today.
Yeah, man. Anytime.
Thank you very much. It was great talking to you.
Yeah, likewise, Matt. I'll see you when I see you.
Take care.
Take it easy.